Good morning. It's Tuesday morning, not Monday morning, even though we're doing Monday morning extras. Yesterday was a holiday, so I hope that you guys had a great time just enjoying the long weekend. So, as we've committed to doing each week, we're following up on some of the questions that didn't get addressed on Sunday. And this last Sunday, we talked about Jesus and our enemies, or Jesus, justice, and violence. And is it okay for Christians to engage in violence when we look at passages like Luke chapter 6 or Matthew chapter 5? And so a number of questions came in as a follow-up, and the Q&A was fun on Sunday morning, and you guys are making it challenging for me, but I love the learning that we're having together. So thanks for all your commitment to this. So I want to start with the first question for today, and that's this. Are there times when anger or cursing someone are justified? And if so, how are the boundaries to this determined? And an example was given when Jesus goes in Matthew 21. He goes in and he clears the temple, and he looks quite angry, or he curses the fig tree in Matthew 21. So very simply, I would just answer to say, when you experience something and your initial reaction is one of anger, I think that is just part of our human nature to have an initial reaction to things. And it's what we do with that initial response that determines whether we're walking in the ways of Christ and what he's called us to or not. Because if you think about different places in Scripture, even Jesus himself gets angry. He gets distressed. He gets filled with sorrow. And these are what I refer to as distressors. And that's our initial reaction to something that's happened in front of us. So in Mark chapter 3, Jesus is in the temple and he wants to heal a guy on the Sabbath, and the people are upset with him for thinking this way. And Mark tells us in, I think it's Mark 3:5, that Jesus gets angry with them. And then he challenges them about their abuse of the person, and so they put doctrine over mercy. And I think for Jesus it should be the other way around, that mercy always trumps doctrine. And so I think when it comes to how do you deal with those initial reactions, just recognize that that's a part of our human nature. And it's how you respond to that initial reaction, which I think leads to whether we honor Christ and what he's called us to, or whether we're moving away from what he's called us to into actions and behavior that can lead to destruction and can lead to violence. So the initial feeling or emotion isn't necessarily a sinful thing. It's how we handle it and how we deal with it.